let's take a moment to now move into our next set of flows. And we're just going to flow ourselves gently down. So I'm going to ask you to turn to the side if you want. I'm going to turn sideways on so you can see my positioning better, but you might want to stay facing forward. Take a breath in, take a big reach, maybe squeeze the butt, lift over through the front of the body. Notice the space between your ribs and hips for doing that beautiful eagle lift. And as you breathe out, fold all the way down, chest to thighs, let your head and shoulders drop. Notice the space down the back of the legs from all the folds we've been doing. And then just stay one leg back into a lunge position. Now, if your floor is particularly hard, fold your mat up under your knee, or maybe pop something a little bit more supportive under your knee. And we're going to start with a deep lunge. So you're just going to bring your hands inside your foot and drop the hip down. Now, for some of you, this might be quite deep, so you might need some yoga blocks underneath to support you, or you might even just want to rest your elbow on your thigh. But the aim is to see if you can let the hip drop down and create the space. Taking a couple of breaths, breathing in and out. Notice whether your pelvis twists to one side, and then just try squeezing your thighs towards each other and then exhaling. And you'll find it draws the pelvis into a more central position, so you really get a nice big stretch through the front of your psoas, which is kind of through here. Now, if this muscle gets very tight, it kind of pulls us forward, and that's when we start to get lower back problems. So by opening up the front of the hips and the front of the body, we're going to create a good environment for healthy backs. So just take one more breath there, and then take a big breath in, lift up. And as you breathe out, pull your elbows back, feel your shoulder blades open, and slide down your spine. Breathe in, lift up. And as you breathe out, touch your hands back down to the floor or back to the thigh and take a twist. Good. Coming back into the center, back to the thigh if you need to, feel the drop again. And then as you breathe out this time, just push your butt back so we're straightening that front leg. Now, you don't have to straighten the front leg. Your option is to have some yoga blocks either side, so you can just push back and support yourself if you need to. Or you might even have your hands on your hips and just move back. But the aim is to feel the stretch down the back of the leg here. Notice my hips tend to go diagonal because I'm a little bit tight here. So think about just moving your hips straight back, and you're really going to feel that lovely big stretch. And then shift the weight all the way forward, back into the hip. And then we change onto the other side. So shifting back, take a little stretch into your child's pose. Let's add the breath. So breathing in, stepping the foot forward, and as you breathe out, drop down through the hip. Breathing in to lift. And then breathing out to squeeze. Breathing in to reach forward and down. And then breathing out to twist. Twisting is really good for the digestion. And also it wrings out any negative energy around the area. Breathing in, come back into the center, drop down. And then as you breathe out, push back into your hamstring stretch. So remember, choose what feels right for you. Breathing back into the center, drop. Tuck your toes under, push back and stretch. Now let's see if we can use our Ujjayi breathing to make this a little more efficient. So breathing in, stepping your foot forward. And then as you breathe out, long, slow. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to let go. Breathing in to reach. Breathing out to twist. Breathing in to touch down. Dropping the hips, breathing out, sinking back. Breathing in to shift forward. And then breathing out to come back. Breathing in to step forward, going at your own pace. So if you want to spend longer in each pose, then you do so. to reach. Breathing out to touch down. Breathing in to twist and open. Breathing out to touch down, drop the hips again. Feel the space across the front of the hips. Breathing in, let the butt cheek fill with breath and move backwards. And then breathing out, sinking forward. Breathing in to shift back. And breathing out to sit back. Let's do it a couple more times each side. See if you can really fill your body with breath. Fill spaces with breath. Feel the breath moving right to the belly button. Every time. Breathing in. So really using your ujjayi breathing, letting the move feel the entirety of the breath, listening to where your body wants to come and where it wants to go. Feeling the length and spaces you're creating with your breath and surrendering completely into them. Feeling the openness, the connection, the openness with your breath. And the spaces you create. Just take a moment to breathe. Feel your head connect with the floor again. Feel your palms connect with the ground. Feel your tailbone move back towards your heels. And surrender. Allow your breath to be normal.